Bonjour tout le monde! Welcome to the Fortnite Global Championships 2025. We have 33 of the world's best trios backstage waiting to compete for the ultimate prize in Fortnite, the Axe of Champions. But they'll be doing it in front of a waiting world, and they'll be doing it in front of these watching eyes here in Lyon, France. And not just eyes, but incredibly loud voices. Lyon, fit to free!
Hi Frankie, hi Fortnite fans, so good to see you there. Bonjour à tous, bienvenue à Lyon, bienvenue en France! What a pleasure, quel plaisir, quel kiff de voir ce stade rempli aujourd'hui. Vous avez rempli l'Arena de Lyon. Et vous l'avez vu, pour ce Fortnite Global Championship, I will be with Frankie. Make some noise for Frankie!
Coucou Lyon! Ça va ou quoi? This crowd, I have to say, is my favorite in the whole world, Benji.
This is what we call the French atmosphere.
Yo, this is
We had to come
Fortnite.
to France with the Fortnite Global Championships. And right now, actually, I have to introduce what our players will be competing for. It's not just a generous prize pool. It is not just the Axe of Champions and legendary status. It's also this incredible silverware created by Thomas Light. You might remember they created the trophies after the FNCS
Look at the
Pro-Am
trophy,
in Los Angeles back in
dude.
May. And now they have truly exceeded themselves.
Exactly.
Look at the
Big
trophy,
shout-out,
dude.
Énorme bravo à Thomas Light pour la confection, la réalisation de ce trophée. Il est magnifique. C'est lui
FNCS.
déjà, Thomas Light, qui avait réalisé, Frankie en parlait,
FNCS.
Pro Aim il y a quelques mois aux États-Unis.
I'm
Et il a
back. I
remis
might
ça,
be able to
Thomas
be
Light,
here for the
aujourd'hui,
last
pour ce
long.
Fortnite
Go
Global
birthday party.
Championship.
Okay, Dallas.
This is the trophy and it's absolutely wonderful. The question now, the only question now is, who's gonna win this trophy, Frank?
That's a question that would be decided tomorrow on Championship Sunday. Right now, though, we should try and find out a bit more about some of those teams. So, on y va. Let's head to the desk.
Thank you so much, Frankie and Benji. Fortnite fam, welcome to the Fortnite Global Championship. This is what it's all about. We fought all year long across several majors to find the very best trios in the world. Now, we launch from one battle bus over 2 days, 6 games today, 6 tomorrow, and only one trio will walk away global champions. What's going on, everybody? My name's Zeke, joining us here on the analyst desk. You know him, you love him. It's Vivid, it's 11-2K. My friends, here we are once again, the Global Championship.
Wow, Zeke, 11, Fortnite fan. We've been talking about this all year, sometimes setting aside the importance of winning a major to talk about the qualification spots to show up to this event right here. This is what every single competitive player wants to play at. This is what they dream about.
Boys, it doesn't get better.
This is.
I mean, this is
Okay, we'll do a roll, guys. We'll do a roll. Today we'll do rolls for 5,000 points. And not once, we'll do 2 rolls, 5,000 points on special occasion for FNCS.
This is something completely different.
That's right. If you are joining us here in the venue and you can hear us, don't worry. We're going to start things off. We hear it from us for now, but then we'll actually have some very talented French commentators who will be kind of talking you through the action. If you guys are watching from home, don't worry, you won't notice the difference. But in venue, go French, and it's going to be awesome. Now, what are we here playing for? Obviously, we took a little bit look at the trophy there with Frankie, but
Come back in 30 minutes for a roll.
as well, $450,000 for the tree that comes in first place. I mean, you know, 12 games of Fortnite.
Come back in 30 minutes for a roll.
Not too bad. There's not only going to be one trio, of course, walking away with a lot of money. There's
Or if you want to, if you guys want roll right now,
walking away
call everyone
with a
in.
lot
Call everyone in. I
of
can
money
roll
this
now.
weekend. Big prize pool, a lot of money on the line.
Roll now.
Evan, we set aside the money a lot. We got to talk about the prestige that comes with an event like this.
Of course we want the money, right? But you know, if you're a money man like my guy Vivid over here, maybe the money ain't too big of a deal. But what is a big deal is that trophy. I mean, it is a beauty. Big shout to Thomas Light, man, for hooking this one up, because this is something that every player on this stage will want to get their hands on.
Dude, seriously, man, this is it, bro.
Saying, hey,
This
I'm a
is
global
it.
championship, load up stream. Oh, what's that in the background? My trophy? Not a big deal. We can't also forget a brand new Axe of Champions 3.0. I would like to be the first person to take hold of that, right? So much on the line. But of course, as I mentioned before, some of the best trios in the world are all competing on this stage. Let's take a look at our lobby list. Let's start to get a picture of what we're going to be seeing happen here. Obviously, it's been fun all year long, right? We've been NNA and EU kind of separate, but now under a single battle bus. It's about to get chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely stacked. Of course, a lot of people are going to look towards the names. I'm looking towards the regions. Of course, the Global Championship, 7 regions represented very, very well.
I mean, look at how much talent here is on this screen. You got some of the best IGLs of all time. You got some of the best fraggers of all time. You got a couple of icons on that page as well. I mean, there is so much talent playing in this lobby this weekend.
Is Alex and his trio here? Yes,
I am
yes,
just-
yes.
You know, when you take a look at that list, it is insane to think about these players and just think about how stacked it already is, right? Like how many trios didn't make it here, right? This year in particular was unbelievably fierce. But now we have to kind of question, okay, wherever region we're at, we're kind of going in and we're thinking, bro, it's not just my region I'm going against. It's 6 other
Thanks,
regions I gotta
Christine,
be
for your
constantly
follow,
thinking about,
man.
well, what would they do? What is their strategy?
Yeah, exactly, Zeke. That's the beauty of a global championship. We're taking play styles from 99 different players, 7 different regions, throwing them into one lobby. The clash is always so amazing to watch, just from the early game. all the
Face,
way to
voice,
the
and
end.
everything is good, right?
Boys, we get to watch it together. I mean, it's going to be a good time today.
It is so exciting. Of course, it's not just us hanging out talking about Fortnite with you guys. We also have Mini Miner and Kelly Lake. Let's toss it over to them to get their thoughts.
Thank you so much. Zeke Kelly here, joined by Mini Miner, and we are currently in the player lounge where the players just behind the camera are getting ready. We can see them all grouped up, strategizing, getting ready to get in the game. And I know we're ready, and I know you guys are ready, but as you can see, we have a little bit of time, and we wanted to break down what's going on around the map.
Yeah, now we want to take a look firstly at the northwest side of the map. Lots of talk about Queasy's team in particular landing up here to the north side of the map, the Hive. This is a really...
Queasy's gonna get a hometown advantage, bro.
On paper, this team looked like a team that could win this global championships, and one of the main reasons for that is, of course, they have that spire right in the center of the POI. They can build up on that, and what they've been doing a lot of is building up on top of that, getting some tags on some of the teams around. And if we throw out the teams that are around, there are so many names around here that they can look for tags on. Of course, we have the teams down to the south, but Kelly, these are some big names around them.
I mean, let me say, with this Spire being able to build up your surge tower there, you know that in this season, a lot of people are crash padding on, but having that
Thank you so
natural
much,
light on
Lil.
top of building it is giving
Means
them
a
bunch of
lot.
protection, and they need that protection because look who is landing.
Love to
around
see
them.
older
You got
generations
Mr.
of
Savage, Reason and
streaming
Trap
despite their age. Keep it up.
absolutely
Thank you so
oppressing
much, man.
everyone
Means a
during
lot,
the
bro.
Dip Cups just to the north
Welcome,
of them.
welcome, younger
Of course, can't
generation.
forget
How are you
about
doing,
Clix,
man?
Yamzo and Higgs. We have Kanata Rapid Bolts.
How are you
King,
doing, younger
Favorite
generation?
Kingpin, and then, of
The
course,
Gen
you
Z?
guys have been watching the 1v1s over the last
Gen
few
Z
days.
of
Arc
Potty?
has been
How
on
are you
an
doing, man?
absolute tear. So to have those names around you, it's probably good to have a little bit of protection.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of good early surge opportunities for these guys.
Welcome to the
as
stream,
well.
though.
The one
Thank you so much for
downside to
joining
this
in,
drop spot,
buddy.
I guess you're looking at this, really good surge, loads of loot in that drop spot. The one downside that they're having is the lack of metal at this drop, so they don't have absolutely loads, and they do solve that
Chilling,
in
I'm
2
65
different ways.
years
There is a
old. Oh,
bunker just
congratulations,
back here.
bro.
And of course, because this is a drop spot where they get that queen, they can access that bunker whenever they like.
Clix
whether that
might
be at the
cook.
beginning or, of course, maybe they wanna rotate in their late.
My money still is with Peter, bro.
And what they can also do,
My
as
money
you
still with
mentioned right there,
Peter.
Muzz is up
Cool,
there.
cool,
They
cool.
can rotate
Welcome,
all the way
welcome.
up to here
Lily,
and
Lily,
move
Lily,
on
Lily,
top of the
welcome,
metal
welcome, welcome,
resistance
welcome,
space
buddy.
to the north, and then of course it's a really nice position for them there.
65 is just a number, bro. I hope you were
Southeast, they still have
96.
so many static launch pads there, not having to worry about wasting their mobility in the
It would have
middle
been
and
good
late
if you
game,
had- if
so
your
they can
age
go
would have
over
been
to the
90,
northwest,
90,
get that metal, like you
96,
said,
bro.
and then rotate anywhere they
Or
need
maybe
to.
other
But
way.
speaking of rotating, we
Nah, I
need to
hate
rotate
Peterbot.
to the
No, 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 no.
southwest
He
side of the map. We
is-
have another
he
big
is a-
name laying
he is a
over there, and
prodigy,
of course,
bro.
it is Vico,
He's a
Vito,
prodigy.
and Flixie. This has been a team that has
You
been
can't
in
hit-
everyone's eyes essentially since they formed up earlier this year.
Can't hit
That
a
rotated
prodigy, bro. He's a
uncontrolled
prodigy.
Canyons is no longer the case.
Yeah, Coyota's team has decided to show up. This is quite a recent development as well coming into this global championship. So huge changes for Vico and Flixie. It's going to throw a whole new spanner in the works to their drop spot, Kelly.
Yeah, and it's going to kind of throw a little bit of issues for the teams that are landing around them.
Must cook
well.
Peter, yeah. But that was casual gameplay. That was not so serious like this, bro. Think about it, okay? Think about it, okay? This is like the FNCS.
Yeah, I mean, there's some big questions.
This is Peterbot's ground, okay? This is where Peterbot cooks. This is what Peterbot is. This is how Peterbot does. It's his field, okay? This is his field.
Right there, you can sort of see it rotating up, so they're trying to get those tags. Maybe, of course, we can see Vico and Flixie, if they do win off spawn right here, maybe they'll make their way over to this hill, because remember, it's such a power position, Kelly. Not only do you have that,
Is Maz here? Yeah, he is there too.
As well, which can take you right
I'm
to
sure.
the map.
But you know who loves that power position as well? Well, it would be the team landing over in Demon's Debris. You might have heard of them. That is Acorn, Agers, and Pollo, a team that has been on everyone's top 5, top 3.
Acorn, Agers, and Pollo.
And I know we got some Gentle Mates fans in the audience right now that are all cheering for another Pollo win, back-to-back champion. Is it possible? Well, landing over in Demon's Debris, it is quite possible indeed.
Yeah, it is. And as we take a look at the rest of the map, there is, of course, a sort of trend in the medallions, right? Of course, we know there's a few medallions on the map. Typically, what we've known as, of course, we have it at the Hive, we have it at Ranger's Ruin as well, and we also have one over here in this sort of area right here at Demon's Debris. Now, this was how things were actually looking at the very beginning, right? Now we've seen a big change. We've seen a big change to where now that medallion and, of course, that queen that spawned at Demon's Debris now has a 50-50 chance at spawning at Dystopia City as well. Some big names landing there. Could we see a little bit of a contest there?
Well, you're talking about changes. We got to talk about one of the biggest drop spot changes I think a lot of people are talking about is, of course, Peterbot, Cold, Ritual, moving spots, landing over in Dystopia, getting triple contested. I think there was a possibility they were going to ego some players out. But if you've been watching some of the off-spawn fights recently, I don't know if that's going to be the case. However, if there's anything you can expect from Peterbot...
Oh, I would love Pollo to win, bro. I would love Pollo to win. But, you know, then again, Peterbot is Peterbot, okay? He is the Peterbot. You understand? You understand, right? He is the Peterbot.
That are so beneficial. The big question for me is if a team does decide to maybe need that later on down the line. Of course, they know when the queen's going to be at the drop spot when they're on the back.
He's
bus, right?
the
So
Peterbot.
we see a little bit of a change in drop spots maybe for Pollo's team. Will we see maybe?
No. You're not doing that with me, bro.
There is so
Okay, just use the restroom and be back, okay?
But obviously, only time will tell, and I know that I am ready to get into the games, and I bet the desk is as well.
Thank you so much, Mini Miner and Kelly. We'll see more of them in a little bit, but we need to deep dive onto more of what they're kind of talking about. Obviously, getting to see just those 2 quadrants of the map, it's got me so hyped, right? Actually seeing names on the POIs, the map itself, it's got me so hyped. Why don't we kick things off with EU, right? We got Fred Oxy going up against Tayson. Now, Levin, you've been close to this, right? You've been watching this all year long, but now we're taking this fight to a global stage.
Look, as an EU fan, seeing 2 top teams contesting each other, it hurts me a little bit. It does.
Yeah.
And seeing 2 teams who, again, have shown a propensity to be incredibly good off spawn. We've seen this fight take place a couple times in the Div Cups. In the first one, I think a lot of people expecting things to go Fredoxy's way, right? Fredoxy has a reputation as being a top off-spawn player. And then Tayson, he came through with his trio, Harris and Ginger. They said, nah. They beat those guys badly. They ran it back again in the Div 3, in Div 1, week 3. It went a different way. Fredoxy team came back and showed the off-spawn prowess that we know they have. And so right now, it sits so evenly. I think a lot of people are almost not knowing which way it's going to go here on the stage today.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what makes it so scary, right? We don't know what to expect. I can tell you one thing that's almost a guarantee, though. Whatever team ended up winning off spawn in those Div Cups, only 5 out of the 11 times that they actually ended up fighting, they had 3 players alive. So it's pretty much this 50% chance that one of your teammates is going to go down if you end up fighting off spawn, which of course we know that they are. And I feel like that could stall, or definitely will stall their early game. Maybe it will also be like this beacon for other teams.
Bro, you cannot help Peterbot. That's typically not gonna be happen.
It's possible.
Interesting. So obviously, I like you guys are kind of breaking this down. I kind of want to take this to the fact that obviously this is a global championship stage, but this crowd kind of takes things to another level, right? So I'm kind of curious to get your guys' thoughts on how this could impact the trio. Do we see maybe those nerves maybe being a little more than usual?
look, when you look at both teams have two what you'd call maybe star fragging players, right? You look at Haris along the Balkan side, you look at Chino, right? The young Dane who's come in and you know he's a top fighter. Both of those players
Peterbot will cook tomorrow. Today he'll go slow. Yeah, I agree with you totally, bro. I totally agree with you. Today he's gonna go slow, absolute slow.
Yeah, definitely.
Tomorrow he's gonna cook like crazy, bro.
Kind of showing up to in-person events like this, it took me, I think, like 3 times of doing it before I felt like I had no nerves kind of going into one.
Alvirin, thank you so much for your support, man. Means a lot, bro.
It really does matter when it comes out to these types of events.
But can you load down the emotes, please?
I want to hear from these players right now. Frankie and Benji are standing by. Let's hear.
Hello guys, yes we are, because we've got to talk about Rangers Ruin and this epic Osborne battle that's about to happen. In the last Divisional Cup, you actually came out on top for Redoxy. Not really like the first Divisional Cup where you kept losing, so what did you change to start winning?
No, we just used some time on Osborne prac and came more confident.
Do you think that Tayson hasn't been practicing?
No, I've seen them practice a lot here. Yeah.
It's just a skill difference.
Yes.
Ah, en gros, les deux équipes ont un niveau de jeu différent. Ils se sont tous les deux entraînés très longtemps sur ce spawn, mais Fred et Xi pensent que c'est eux qui ont l'avantage, évidemment. Tyson, you land at Rangers Ruin against Fredoxy's trio. Who's gonna win this contest and why?
I think we're gonna win. I just think we're a better Ospan team and individually we're better.
Pour faire simple, l'équipe est meilleure et même individuellement, il a pas peur, il se sent en confiance. C'est le trio de Tyson, visiblement, qui est favori.
My jaw has hit the floor because if you look at the statistics going back to Major 3, you are one of the highest damage dealers in the lobby. Do you think he's just a bit scared of you?
I mean, we'll see on stage.
But this is your first time on stage. Do you have any nerves about that? Do you anticipate it feeling different?
No, not about Osborne. We're confident.
But not confident about the rest of the game? Just Osborne?
I mean, we'll freestyle. We'll see what we do.
To be fair, if anyone can freestyle, it's Fredoxy.
Ouais, elle a bien fait de le souligner, c'est la première fois que le trio de Fredoxy monte sur scène, c'est son premier gros
I'm back, welcome back,
il est
buddy.
quand même en confiance, il a pas peur de la pression, il va boire la pression comme on dit. Tyson, you won 5 FNCS titles, it's the Europe record. Do you think this experience can be an advantage for you and your trio during the games?
I think so, yeah, but I don't really think we have a chance to win this time, just for being contested, but I'll just give it to other players this time.
Il pense qu'il peut encore le faire, il peut aller chercher une 6e victoire, mais il a dit ce contest il va être très relevé. On verra, ça promet, ça va être un très très beau contest.
He said he's going to give the victory to other players. Is he going to give it to you, Fredoxy?
I mean, when you're contested, I think it's like you need a 10-2, 11-1 to win when you have like so many teams trading Surge, being like consistent. So yeah, I understand him.
One more question for you. Is there anything you would like to say to Tayson on the record before you land at Rangers Ruin?
Just good luck. Good luck.
And Tyson?
Same.
Good luck, guys. Thank you, man.
Ending on such a lovely, sweet note here backstage, but I imagine it's not going to be quite so sweet once we board the battle bus, Zeke.
You know, they're trying to keep calm, cool, and collected right now, Frankie. I can definitely tell there's a bit of a different atmosphere, right? That once again, this crowd is
Welcome back,
probably
Face.
the best crowd we have ever had. And I think even people with coming in with experience, the moment M8 starts going crazy, kind of changes things.
Hey, listen, I feel like we've got a lot of experience up here on the desk at this point, and it's definitely it's going to take a little bit of time for us to kind of adapt to the noise as well.
100%. It's funny though, I feel like both players are almost just like completely focused on the off-spawn, and it's just like the rest of the game after that, whatever, man. Like, let's just try and win off-spawn has been the focus. I think both players again will be under immense pressure, but we'll see who can do with it the best.
I like that. Let's keep this conversation going. There's
The first game is in 38 minutes.
Let's take it on over to Vico versus Coyota.
Oh.
This is an interesting one. This kind of all kicked off with some social media exchanges, and now
Thank you for your follow. It's Chris21.
contesting each other on maybe not the stage we should be doing this, but it's happening.
I mean, yeah, look how incredible of a year both of these trios had. I mean, first, six, and second for Vico's trio there. Coyota also putting on an incredible year, especially that Major 3 performance. And this hurts me so much because if you take a look at global championships on a greater scale, right, go all the way back to 2022, you count in 23, 24, and everything like that, there's only been 3 instances.
Mike just woke up. He should be here soon.
So much so, actually, that last year at Globals, there were none in the top 10. So to see such a good team like Coyota's trio have to go up against such a titan of a trio off spawn. It hurts.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it was just last year when Koyota really announced himself to the global world as being a top Fortnite player. Like you say, it hurts to see him having to go off spawn against such a veteran, experienced team. We talk about the way.
What's up, Space?
All day long. Ultimately speaking, Vico Flixie will just have had infinitely better off-spawn practice than what Koyota, Rise, and Yuma have been able to have access to, right? These guys get to practice off-spawn against the best of the best EU and NA teams all the time. You know, the Asian teams, it's a lot harder for them to get that same level of practice with.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Also, you know, we were blessed last night, right? Me, Lev, and all the crew kind of sitting there out in the lobby at the hotel. Vico kind of comes by. Confidence is like the only word I feel like I need to say. Like, Vico just feels so confident kind of going into this all-spawn play, but me not so
What's
much.
up, Nixon?
It feels like an extreme 50-50.
Big shout out to Nixon.
I mean, we'll have to see. The one thing I'd say maybe that goes against Vico Flixie is that, you know, in the case especially of, you know, Veno and Vico.
What's up, London? How are you?
Players, right? There's a scenario where maybe, you know, they're going in super confident. If those first couple games don't go their way, trouble might be ashore. So we have to see how these guys start and whether or not the Asian team, Koyota's trio, decide to even want to stay there, right? You know, initially they weren't even going to be landing at this spot. We thought maybe they were going to be landing further up north, contesting Mr. Savage's trio. So there's a good chance these guys maybe get rocked a couple games and say, you know what, guys, we'll take a step back. You know, you're good. But who knows really at this point?
Yeah, I mean, to kind of, you know, further elaborate on what we kind of talked about, yeah, Vico's saying, hey, look, I put a lot of practice in. There was a lot of things he kind of kept going, you know, talking about in the practice, putting in. We're all sitting there going, wow, like, you really have thought this through. I almost wonder though, right? Like, this is a show day. You can put a lot of practice on, but when you show up on the day, anything can happen. So I almost wonder if things were to go not in Vico's favor, what happens? You talk about being an emotional player.
Is it okay if I subscribe to your channel? Sure, why not?
Day two, I don't know.
I mean, even like talking.
I think you're already subscribed, bro.
It was kind of like, hey, listen, like,
Or else you cannot talk.
Games. Of course, you know, we know you're going to start landing there, but if things start to go bad, and you know, basically he was like, hey, listen, man, they do not like to be disrespected, and I think they're going to take it to them all 12 games.
Oh, wow.
Man, oh man. Well, guess what? Frankie, Benji are standing by with them right now. Let's hear from the players.
We are. I can't wait for this Canyon Crossing clash. Koyota, what was your coach Spen's reaction when you said you wanted to now land at Canyon?
How is my day today? Good, bro.
降下すると教えたらどのようなリアクションをしましたか？まあ自分たちのなんか自分たちの判断に任せる後悔のないように自分たちの判断に任せるっていうことを言われました。So he just said here he's gonna leave the decision to us, like he's gonna just, you know, let us do whatever.
When will it start? It still has 38 minutes.
Because 8 victory royales in Major 3 in Asia.
You wanna see what I'm doing right now?
Has strengthened your game.
スペインコーチはまあたくさんのことを教えたと思うんですね。スペインコーチになってからまあ大会で
Dasamil, thank you so much for your follow, man.
まあ勝利できましたけれども、特にどんなことを教えましたか？どんな影響を与えましたか？
I'm playing, yeah.
もう立ち回りの安定感とか、まあコミュニケー
How
ショ
did
ン
you
も
know?
そうですし、なんかそういうことも教えられて、なんかより安定したかなって前より思います。So he taught us how to move more safely, how to behave.
I just subscribed, bro. I hope you have a very good day. Thank you so much. If you want, you can always join us on our Kick live streaming platform, bro.
Vico, what do you think about this contest?
Vico!
Toyota's trio. Honestly, did you expect it or not at all?
I mean, we knew the whole season we were going to be contested. The first cup where they landed, like Canyon Crossing, we already knew we were going to be conned. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about
Yo,
it.
thank you so much for your follow, Valian. Means a lot, buddy.
So, if they decide to land on us, then I'll just teach them not to do it again.
Pour faire simple, ils font ce qu'ils veulent. Le spawn n'appartient à personne, ils peuvent venir. Mais ce qu'il dit concrètement, c'est que qu'ils viennent, pas de problème, ils seront très bien reçus.
With the aggression that you brought to the Asian region, do you think you can replicate?
Oh, we're on front page. We're on front page, chat.
なんかアジア地域で本当にアグレッシブなスタイルを見せ
Chat, we're on front page.
世界大会でも同じスタイルができると思いますか？まあできるだけ自分たちを信じて、まあ今まで通りやる予定です。So we want to keep it up. We want to play it like we want to believe in ourselves and just keep up doing
Thank you
what
for your follow,
we've
man.
been doing so far.
But if you do start to lose off spawn against Vico's trio, would you consider moving to a different area of the map?
なんか序盤でビコ選手たちとまあ何回も負けたら 他のところに移動する予定がありますか？
ない。
No, I don't think I have to translate that.
Because last year you finished 4th at the 2024 Globals. What's the objective? What's the plan for this 2025 edition? Maybe top 5? Top 4? Maybe
Top
more?
4, top.
The plan was to get first to win this.
What's up, Mac? How
But
are
now
you?
that we're con, I think we can still top 3. You know, if we do good, we prepared a lot for this, so I think we can still top 3, maybe and win if we do good. So.
Pour faire simple, ils se sont préparés au mieux. Évidemment, s'il peut aller chercher la victoire, le titre, ils le feront. En tout cas, ils visent au minimum le
You
top
hear the
3.
sound? Ah. Wait.
Is there anything you would like to say to Vico?
Vico 選手に向け何かメッセージ一言がありますか？
Good luck.
Good luck.
And you, have you got a word for Toyota?
Good luck. Hope you prepared well.
C'est que de l'amour pour l'instant. Rendez-vous maintenant sur la map.
Bonne chance. À the deux.
Man, Vico just trying to farm that aura, and he is
Dude, he farmed it. He farmed it. He did not try, bro.
And so, and I love to, hey, you know, would you leave? Nah. I love to see that.
Translation needed.
Yeah, dude, the fact that we're gonna see these two trios go head to head is so crazy. And again, there's just like one of the many things happening across the map, but like hearing them now, dude, I'm super excited for it.
Like, I'm excited, Zeke, but at the same time, my heart's broken a bit, man. Because, you know, all three of us, we always get called out.
What's up, Minnie? Welcome back.
They always say I'm EU biased. They always say you guys are NA biased. And I tried to show some of the other regions love. And when I look at some of the other regions, Koyo, Horizon, Yuma are a team from Asia that I really want to be able to champion these guys and be like, look, these guys can hang with the best of the best. But if they're competing all 12 games off spawn against one of the best EU teams in the world, they leave me no choice but to sit here and just have to look the other way, man. I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. I wish we could see both these teams uncontested, though.
Yeah, I mean, I love that.
No, that's not possible. You won't be able to see them uncontested. They're going to definitely be contested, bro. They will definitely be contested.
It's like the NA Toyota, right? Kind of goes back and forth right there. That's how good individually Toyota has shown himself to be. But, you know, we got to go ahead and respect the confidence on the other side of things as well. Vico basically saying, hey, listen, we were planning on winning it. We know how detrimental, you know, fighting off spawn is. And Vico went ahead and said, hey, listen, we don't really feel like we can win it, but we still feel like we can get top 3. I feel like that is an incredible goal in its own self, right?
You know, absolutely. That would be one of the best performances we've seen from a team ever, right? You know, it would be mental. And I think the reason why a lot of these guys are like, I'm convinced I'm not going to win, it comes from a respect for the lobby, right?
Yeah.
When you look at
The lobby is different. Next level lobby, bro.
a lot of these guys look at them with so much respect and go, I'm contested 12 out of 12 games. If those guys are uncontested, it's going to be hard keeping up with them.
I like that respect. Again, I just love looking at this through the lens of a global championship stage. I agree, though. I don't want to see these guys fight.
You know, with them, it's going to be tough to make it to the end game with they being there.
But now this could go back and forth. You know, I'm scared. I'm excited, but that's what Globals is, right? At the end of the day, we're going to be fighting it out, and there can only be one trio that walks away as global champions. Now, of course, you kind of heard a little bit from us. Why don't we hear a little bit from this crowd? Frankie, Benji, over to you.
Thank you, guys. We do need to test the loyalty of the audience here in Lyon, because we've just discussed the epic off-spawn battles we're about to witness, and we need to see who the crowd is siding with.
Exactly. Tyson versus Fredoxy. Fredoxy versus Tyson. Selon vous, ce contest, qui parie sur Tyson?
Vous en pensez quoi, Leon? Fredoxy!
Ooh.
I think Fredoxy might have the edge here, Benji.
Yeah, I think too. Vous l'avez vu, il y a eu un deuxième contest. On vous a parlé aussi du trio de Koyota face à celui de Vico. Sacré contest encore entre les deux équipes. Selon vous, dans le public, qui parie sur le trio de Vico?
I want to see the walkout. It's going to start in 5 minutes.
Leon,
Walkout's going to happen in 5 minutes.
Even.
Pretty even. And I think I might know why, Benji. Because the audience here, really, their support and their love is going to any team with a gentlemate on it! And we we do have many teams with one of those Gentlemates players on it. And we're going to be introducing them very soon, Benji.
Oh yeah, 7 players for M8 Gentlemate doing this final. This is the public, this is the crowd that
Dude, that's the crowd, man. That is FNCS, bro. Bro, welcome to FNCS. Welcome to the world of FNCS. Make some noise!
Gentlemates fans, before we go back to the desk, Leon, to the bond, victory! Zeke, back to you.
Listen, this is one of the best crowds we have ever had, and we're not even in game yet. Okay, you know, in that moment, we get.
Dude, seriously, the crowd is awesome, man. Face, do you agree?
It's going to be crazy. Now, as we start to kind of.
Face, do you agree? The crowd is insane. I have never seen crowd this big in an FNCS game ever. This is an awesome crowd. Next level crowd, man. Next level crowd. No, I have seen a lot of FNCS, but dude, this crowd, man. Man, this is one of the crowd.
They're partying. They're partying.
They're already gone. They're like, see,
they see his name. They see his name. I mean, how can you not? Look, I think a lot of people coming into the competition this weekend, they're looking at Poyo, Acorn, and Aegis as big favorites to win it all.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. When you look at the situation as a whole, right?
Look at that boy, man. He has turned into a man. Can I have only 1 point? I cannot give points today. It's bot's not working. The bot's not working.
Eliminations on NA with 40. Playing absolutely out of their minds, and of course Poyo also playing out of his minds. You've got Acorn on your team to lead you in the right direction, make all of those pivotal calls with the experience to back them up. The trio just looks so good.
The storyline would just be so perfect, right? Poyo had to deal with a lot of criticism of people going, what's Poyo without Peterbot? What can he do without Peterbot, right? He came through at the first major of the year in NA, won it without Peterbot. Can he come to the Global Championships this year, win it without Peterbot? Can Acorn solidify himself as the GOAT IGL in Fortnite? He's won so much, he's done it online.
What's up? Thank you so much for your follow, man.
And of course, Aegis.
Till the game starts, I am playing, bro. Once the game starts, I'm gonna stop.
Shining star all throughout this year.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Let's move on. Queasy, Swizzy, Murstache. Levin, I'm coming to you. And what's interesting about this trio is obviously
Ooh, look at the crowd.
together with his actual trio mates.
See, I can't even hear you, Z. I can't even hear you right now. They're way too loud for my guys, Swizzy, Murstache, and Queasy, man. Look.
The home team, Quizzy. Yo, thank you so much for your follow, man. The home team, bro, home team.
In his career, in 2023, he wins Major 3 in EU. He can't play at the Global Championships there due to visa issues. In 2024, he gets the visa sorted. He can play. His teammate Vanya can't make it. He has to play with a Phil and Yapko, and even playing with a Phil Vivid.
Thank you, Justy, for me. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining in, bro.
To win a game in Peterbot and Poyo, it still wasn't enough. This year, Swizzy finally gets to play with his teammates, and he has 2 of the best players in the lobby to be playing with in Queasy and Murstache. Uncontested, these guys, they might go the whole way, man. I really believe it.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you for your follow, Jules.
Best fraggers for sure in the game. Levin loves to talk about it. Queasy, he considers
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your follow, man. The alerts are not working, so sorry about that. Welcome to the stream, man.
At global events in the past, the win right there.
So many times.
So close for him. Can he pull it off this year?
This really, you would think this has to be his year, right? He's come so close. And this year, everything looks set up so perfectly for them. We saw the breakdown from Kelly and Minnie at the start of the show. They broke down why things look so good for them on the map. I think a lot of those things will come to fruition today. I hope all goes well for that trio, and I really believe in them.
I love that. Okay, obviously the remaining player of those 3 is Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. You know, when we kind of came into this, these three names is kind of like, hey, any one of these trios could go on to win. But then we kind of throw wrenches.
Look at the boo, bro. Look at the booing, bro. Look at the booing, bro. Oh my God. Dude. Never seen booing happening so bad. Dude, these guys are getting booed like crazy, bro.
Best player in the world on your trio. But then when you take a step back and you take a look at the individual performances of Cold and
Bro, it feels like it. Trust me, guys. It feels like we're watching a football match, bro. It feels like we're watching a football match right now, bro. This is impeccable. Anybody who's not witnessing this is going nuts, bro.
Takes the entire year, grinds his mechanics. I'm not even kidding.
Anybody who's missing this today is missing a lifetime worth of opportunity, bro.
Ritual had 25. Peterbot had 33. So the individual skill level of all three just looks so primed up for global.
Dude, this is
just mental, right? When you have,
I couldn't even imagine. People would be like, "Whoa, the stadium is like jam-packed, bro."
I mean, you know, you have a very, very good chance of doing well in this competition. But like you highlighted, Zeke, triple contested here at Dystopia. Yep. I mean, even with that being said, I still think a lot of people probably expect these guys to come out on the right side of things.
Noob, Kevin, I spam. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't bug my chat.
Ultimately, it's just too chaotic. You've got to think, right? You know, 3 teams landing at one POI, it just can't go well.
It's so chaotic, but I can't lie, Levin. I think we're hearing the whispers. I think socials are hearing the whispers as well. It's like, do they have something cooked up? Are they actually going to be landed there?
I've seen it. I mean, people have been suggesting that maybe these guys might cook up some sort of teamy strat where they're landing at a couple different places over the course of the 12 games. If any team could do that and pull it off, it would be them.
Man, this is crazy. You guys have me so unbelievable.
Man, I am serious, bro. These guys are gonna rock it, bro. I swear, trust me, bro.
Ready. So, Leon, give a big warm welcome to your players.
Yo, the players are coming in, guys. Let's make some noise. What's up, Kanatan? The Brazilian players, man.
Poland's pride, picked Tarm and Demas. While being up-and-comers throughout the year, they've certainly proved they can shake up EU lobbies, but can they do it on land too?
Oh my God, man. Ooh.
But also heavy hitters in this competition. It is time to lock it in.
Victor V. Yo, thank you so much for your follow, man.
The major 3 qualifiers are now ready to take the fight on the international stage and show them how lethal their region can be.
A few household names of the NA region. It's Kanata, Rapid, and Bolts. This weekend, they'll have to come together to face off against the toughest competitor in the world.
Coming in hot, Seti, Yapko, and Panzer. After switching up ahead of Major 3, these guys displayed instant chemistry.
Oh, come on. These guys are getting so much of hate. These guys are getting hate. Why?
This Middle Eastern trio is not to be underrated, and they'll make sure to leave their mark on the lobby this weekend.
The Wonders from Down Under, Anon, Alex, and Resides. After a dominating year on OCE, they're taking the battle to the main stage. Watch out, these guys mean business.
Far from gentle, it's Booyah!
Ooh.
It's been a big year for these guys, and concluding it with the Globals trophy, that's just the icing on the cake.
Dude, I am getting goosebumps. Look at the support for Poyo, damn it. Damn, bro. History making.
Believe that this is going to be your first LAN, Curly, but luckily you have some very experienced players with you. Reet and of course a former global champion in Cooper. What has this experience been like so far for you?
I mean, playing with the global championship winner has meant a lot to me. I mean, I'm playing with an official winner here. But, it's been a great experience so far. Yeah.
And Cooper, you've chosen to play with these guys. What's so special about this team?
I think Curly has a lot of potential. I think what Mero saw in me, I see in him. So I think he's going to be great in the future, a great prospect. I think he's going to be really good.
And how do you feel about your chances of taking back the crown?
It's not looking great in terms of how I'm predicted, but the same thing happened in Copenhagen and I won, so we'll see how it turns out.
Quickly, very quickly, Reed, we've got to have some more positive words about winning.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're going to win. I'm excited. I'm excited to go out here and play, do our best, give it a shot.
Bien sûr, let's head to Benji.
Et oui, Frankie, je suis avec un nouveau trio. Les amis, Lyon, s'il vous plaît, du bruit pour Bolts, Rapide et Canada! Ooh la 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 la. Canada, how do you feel, man?
I'm feeling amazing. I love France, baby. Let's go! Come on! Let's go!
You're the GOAT that you think you are. Thank you, Canada. You have this experience from big stage like today, but today it's different because of huge French atmosphere. Do you think you can handle the pressure?
Pressure's all I need. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to win. Let's go, baby!
Make some noise from Canada! And now, back to you, Frank.
Thank you. I had to find Aegis Echo.
Oh, look at the sound! Look at the sound!
You've been to many of these Fortnite global lands, but how does this one compare so far?
This is like nothing I've ever seen. This is the craziest land ever.
And how do you keep your focus in-game leading these guys when the crowd is so loud?
We're locked in, we're ready to win, and we're going to bring it home for MA.
And you're going to bring it home for America, potentially. Poyo, you could do the back-to-back here in France in front of so many fans. What would that mean?
It mean a lot. I mean, I can barely even hear you right now, so yeah.
Do you have anything to say to the fans?
Thank you for being here. That's important.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Good luck today, guys. We need to meet some more teams.
Dude, crowd is gonna make Poyo win, bro. The way they're getting supported, bro.
It's your boys, King, Phaser, and PH Sin. After tearing up both Brazilian and NA lobbies throughout the year, they're here to wrap up the competition in style.
Say hello to Vortex, Fountain, and Goofy. Making it to Lyon was no easy feat, but these guys are coming in with lots of motivation to win it all.
Put your hands together for Pars, Pump, and Baka. NA West did not stand a chance against these guys this year. The question is if they can keep the same pressure in this lobby.
Better late than never. iJob, Cammy, and Honey have made it to France. And with globals on the line, there's no time to
Sniper.
Proving it on the global stage is even tougher. It's time to lock in, boys.
Make some noise for Clix, Higgs, and Iamso. Going home empty-handed just isn't an option. And with the trophy directly in sight, these guys are bringing their A game.
Get loud for Murum, Wixie, and Buyuriru. Qualifying for Major 3 was just the start. With their eyes on the prize, they look to take the trophy home.
Mix and focus and Upple in the building, everybody. And this trio's talent has brought them so far already. But it's time to go the distance. Let's see what they've got.
Walking in now, Art School and Salco, all the way from NA West with a major win. They're looking to bring their domination all the way to the global stage.
Give it up for Yuma, Toyota, and Rise. After dominating Asia this year, now they're ready to prove that they've got what it takes to win it all at the international level.
The Asian guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh.
Pixie with a strong home crowd behind them today. These guys are destined to go all the way. Pressure has never been higher.
The home crowd, the home crowd.
cannot wait to meet this team. Here they come. Pixie in front. I know we have some Havoc fans here in Leon. Pixie, you've been to many of these global lands. How great is it to know you have Havoc fans waiting to see you play?
It's amazing. It's the best ever.
And I know that you're going to put on a show for them. Let's come over here then. Marius.
Dude, seriously, these guys are making it next level, bro.
It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's such a good feeling.
It's a next level one.
And Vanya. They call you Vanya Boo Boo. You spent a lot of time with the fans. What would you like to say to them here in France? Sometimes actions speak louder than words, which is why I'm gonna say, let's head to you, Benji.
Et merci Frankie. Je suis avec un nouveau trio. Ils viennent encore des États-Unis. S'il vous plaît, du bruit pour Higgs, Helzo and Clix.
Oh wow. Oh wow, never seen so much boo for Clix.
Wow. Clix, how do you feel, man?
I feel great. This is going to be the one. I'm bringing it home.
Hey, il le dit, il vient pour gagner. Il est chaud, l'atmosphère lui fait pas peur. Il vient pour gagner. C'est top 1 pour rien. Pour Clix.
Oh man. Boo for
I know
Clix.
that you land at Supernova, and I heard that Fredoxy had to train you for the spawn. Tell me more about the story.
Yeah, he helped me train. Anybody who lands Supernova, we'll see what happens.
Pour faire simple, en fait, le trio de Clix spawn atterrit dans la ville de Supernova et il y a un ami à lui, Fredoxy, qui l'a pendant des semaines entraîné gentiment parce qu'ils sont amis et c'est grâce en partie à Fredoxy qu'aujourd'hui Clix se sent à l'aise et c'est pour ça qu'il spawn à Supernova. Last question, what's the objective?
What's up, Shadow? Shido, welcome to the stream.
It's top 1 or nothing, and I gotta make sure this crowd is repping the say. XF forever.
Du bruit, s'il vous plaît, pour Higgs, Helzo and Clix.
I had to grab King from the Brazilian region, also representing Argentina here in Lyon today. I've got Ricardo to translate. King, you're so experienced.
Oh, the
on
Clix.
land.
The European fans don't like
Brazil,
Clix.
And then went to North America because you're taking this so seriously. What did you learn from playing in a different region?
The European fans don't like Clix.
Você foi para os Estados Unidos para melhorar. Por quê? O que você conseguiu tirar dessa viagem?
Ok. A gente foi para a NA porque é uma região muito diferente, muito melhor que a Brasil. Então fomos lá treinar para conseguir dar o máximo.
So they went to North America that has a better quality. So they were able to have better practice and to show up to the best they can do.
And you and Fazer are an experienced duo. Now, of course, you're playing
What's up, chap?
as a trio. Do you think that trios is your favorite way to play this game?
Para mim, eu prefiro pouco mais duo, mas eu acho que o meu melhor nível é no trio.
So they like to play duo better, but they think that their trio is very strong.
I think you're going to be very strong. Thank you so much for talking to me. Obrigada, guys. Leon, please make some noise if you want to meet some more players. Make them ring! Walking in now, it's Shadow, Sphinx, and Mud. The high tier lobby just.
Yeah, what's up, Papicom? Thanks for joining in.
Now it's time for them to unleash their true potential.
Ooh.
The terrors of EU, Flixie, Vano, and Vico, having established themselves.
Flixie, Vano, and Q.
They only lack one thing, a trophy. This weekend, they look to take it all.
All the way from Asia, Razzle, Raito, and Tay-Tay. It's a long way from home, but the Major 2 champions are here to deliver the performance of a lifetime.
Hold up, it's Pablo, Fredoxy, and Cheeto. These guys have been on fire this year. With a Major 3 championship under their belt, they're looking to continue that streak.
Show some love for Ping, Malabuca, and Watts. The venue may as well be home base this weekend, and with so much support behind them, these guys are set to head straight to the top.
Yo, look at this crowd. What's up, Timothy?
Let's see them climb to the top of that leaderboard.
Look at the cheer for these guys.
Are here, and these guys mean business. Plenty of motivation, but now it's time to showcase that the Middle East is all about.
Domination is key for Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. A stellar year for the trio with all eyes on the trophy. They're not playing for second place here. It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing, bro.
Representing the Oshi region this weekend, these guys are here to ensure that they'll be remembered for more than just their potential.
What's up, Seb? How are you?
Make some noise. It's brains, visuals, and a minish. Crushing the competition this year and making it this far comes with expectations. Let's see if they can deliver.
Ooh.
Causing chaos and lobbies on EU. Now they're ready to bring the heat to Lyon on the global stage. It's showtime.
It's showtime, baby.
I have got players from two French teams here in Lyon. First of all, from Habit, we have Wax. I can definitely hear the Habit fans over here. Thank you, Wax. And over here, representing the Gentle Maids, we have Ping and Manabuka.
Look at the crowd going crazy for Booga.
I know it's going to be really hard for you to hear me right now because the fans really want to show how much they love you. But do you have any words for them?
Guys, keep supporting us. Someone for Gentle Maids will win.
If you were to give a message to the world, what would it be? Be human.
Will they win today? I think the crowd are on your side today. One more question though. Do you think that Europe can face off and take this trophy home?
Yeah, 100%. Europe is taking this trophy.
Let's head to my favorite.
Bro, is still
European,
playing?
Benji.
Dude, I'm multitasking. Sam, good job, bro. Say good job.
Regardez, messieurs, dames, avec moi, du bruit pour Rezon, Chap, and Mr. Savage. Savage High.
That's called multitasking, bro.
That you got your core at the last major, at the last game, at the last moment, and now you're here on the stage. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm excited to be here.
What's up, Caleb? How are you? Yo! How are you, Caleb?
Like you can see, you have a huge, massive fan base here in France. Do you have so many words, maybe in
Oh, come on.
for your French guys?
What's up, Barry Joe? Thank you so much for your follow, man.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Martin. Comment tu t'appelles? That's all I know in French, but yeah.
Une légende dans tous les domaines. Avec lui, je sais pas si vous êtes au courant ici, mais il y a quelqu'un dans ce trio qui parle mieux français encore, et même très bien. C'est Chap. Pourquoi? Eh ben parce qu'il vient aussi un peu de France, il est un peu de chez nous, sa maman elle est française, alors il parle français. Chap, est-ce que tu as un mot, ou plusieurs même à dire, un message à transmettre à tous les fans français ici aujourd'hui?
Je sais pas, je suis juste content d'être ici et j'espère te ramener la coupe à la maison.
Guys, make some noise from Mr. Savage, Chap, and Reason!
Dude.
And now, back
Dude,
to
I'm
you,
getting
French.
chills, bro.
Thank you very much, Benji. Now, the Gentlemates fans have been waiting for this moment, I think. Because earlier, on the big screen, when we showed their faces, there was so much noise, so much cheering in this audience. And I know they are just getting warmed up. So please, boys, on your feet. Leon, make some noise for Swizzy, Quizzy, and Mustache!
Oh, look at the crowd going for Squeezy. What's up, Rui? Hello, welcome to the stream.
Couple of second places, the Global Championships. How do you make
Dude, the
it?
crowd going mad for them.
That's the goal. I mean, second twice, and if I have these fans and the atmosphere, should make it.
And Swizzy, hang on a second. What's this this? You want to shake my hand. What's this? Oh, okay, right. Show me how it's done. It's hard with a microphone, but I'm managing. Swizzy, it seems
Can I
like
1v1 you on
you're
Fortnite? No.
with the Gentlemates.
Yeah.
And what would you like to say to them as they chant your name?
I didn't hear.
Have you any words for the Gentlemates?
Gentle.
Gentlemates! Gentlemates! Do you want to have a go, Mustache?
I feel amazing. I want to hear one thing. Gentle! No. Gentle!
Nice. Okay, guys.
Look at the way this crowd is going crazy for him.
To load onto that battle bus because the teams here on our stage in Leon are locked and loaded and ready to go.
Guys, I have one word for you. Chills. Okay, the way this audience is going crazy for these players, it's got me so excited. Seeing them now take their seats, interact, getting their thoughts. We're getting close to kicking off the competition. I guess the only question I have for you guys is, who do you think will end in the top 5? I'll start with you, Viv. You got you got some insight. You put together a little list for us. Why don't you talk us through it?
Yeah, I guess that's the big question this weekend. Who is going to perform well? I went ahead, I kept the NA bias going. I've got Acorn, I've got Adrius, and I've got Pollo winning the whole thing. I mean, I've talked about it before. I think their situation is just too good. Uncontested, all 12 games. If that remains, I think it should be easy for them. The only thing that people might be looking at is with Kanata both kind of sneaking in there. Top 5, they just seem so confident. Bolt is playing so well. Kanata's been here before. I think they're going to sneak in.
I like your list. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Kanada's trio. I think they have a really good setup. I think Kanada understands what it means to be on this stage on this occasion. I think they could really surprise some people today.
Okay, all right. What about you, Lemon? What's your top 5 looking like?
My top 5 is looking pretty similar, I'd say. Have we got any Gentlemates in the building? Any Gentlemates over here? Because I'm with you, Vivid. I think the team that's going to take it. I think it's going to Gentlemates. I think it's going. Let's take a look at my top 5. Right now, I'm rocking with Acorn, Pollo, and Adrius. I think when you look at how things are set up for them, it just looks too good. It looks too good. Pollo has that experience of winning. I think it's going to carry them. The crowd's going to carry them. I also got Marius Vanya Pixie in there. They've had such a strong year in EU. They've had adversity that they've overcome. Swizzy, Queasy, Mustache in there. I think the team that maybe might surprise people in my list, I got Demush, Dom, and Pix. I think these guys have been unbelievable all year over on EU. And they're a very new, inexperienced team. All 3 of these guys are playing at their first ever LAN right now. And so you might be thinking, Levin, how can you be so confident of these guys? Every time we've put them in a situation where we've gone, you're inexperienced, you shouldn't be able to perform, they over-deliver. And I think they'll do the same here this weekend.
Man, the list looks so good, guys. I am so excited, and we hope that if you were not able to join us here in person, that we hope that these roars from this crowd break through, that you can hear it, and in those moments, get excited with us. This is the Global Championship. After 6 games today, another 6 tomorrow, we will have new champions, prize money, a trophy, Acts of Champions 3.0. It is crazy to think we are finally here. Are you guys hoping to see anything out of today? Maybe it's just something out of game 1. Maybe you're hoping to see a trio end well. What are you hoping to see today?
You know, Zeke kind of always asks me this question going into like each one of the majors, right? We spent a lot of time on the desk together, and there's really only
Thank you for your follow, Kida95.
When we jump into a competition like this, I just want good Fortnite. I want to be entertained, and I cannot lie, I don't think that it's even possible for me to not be entertained.
All I ever want is a good moment. That's all I ever want. I think we're going to see plenty of them across the next 12 games, but today I think we're going to see people really make their mark on this lobby. Who's going to come out there and get that first win, man? I mean, that's always the most exciting part. You know, get the jitters out, get that first win out the way, and then we start rolling.
Yeah, dude, again, it's like, you know, obviously there is definitely some players who have experience on LAN, but this crowd just changes everything, and especially, you got to think, you have to come in so locked in. If something doesn't go your way and you're eliminated off spawn, like you said earlier, you just have to sit there and watch everyone else take one step away from you closer to that trophy, right? So how are we going to try and keep mentals under control under these circumstances?
I mean, I've got no idea. How are you going to keep your voices under control, right? The players are kind of walking out. I'm over here trying to scream at them like, yeah, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't do that so much. I don't know. I mean, I feel like even commenting to your teammates might be a little hard sometimes, right? Especially when we get into the end game, right? The crowd's going to be popping off, and every single one of those eliminations, that keeps happening. It's going to be crazy. There's definitely going to be...
What's up, Fizz? I'm watching Poland version. Hello. Okay, Fizz.
But you can have experience.
You can join us on Kick also. We are watching it on Kick also.
Career, right? And I don't think you ever played in an atmosphere like this one, man. It's intense out here.
No, I definitely haven't. I think this one is going to go down in the history books, and we haven't even jumped into game number 1 yet.
Man, you were talking about game number 1.
Game number 1 started, guys.
Is the battle bus is ready to go. Once again, the pinnacle of Fortnite. The very best trios will now begin the fight to the top. Who will walk away as a global
Let's go, Chad.
Trio?
Come on, Chad.
Take hold of the Axe of Champions 3.0, and who will take home that unbelievable trophy? The competition starts right here, right now. Once again, Leo, let him know, because the competition starts here.
Game number 1, guys. Let's go.
Fortnite Global Championship, Taco. All year long, 33 teams from around the world have been battling from major to major to major just to get the opportunity here. If it's not for the money, if it's not for the fame, it's to call yourself the best in the world.
It's all about that player pride, Jacob. We know just how much is truly contained amongst so many of these trios competing here today. But starting
I'm with Alex. Okay, let's see. First game. Let's go, guys.
fight that we have been expecting to see, and what I really want to know is the shakeup, the outcome. Prodoxy trying to get that first touchdown. Prodoxy gets the first weapon. Sure enough, Hatcher's on the run, still trying to see if he can score away from this. But Pablo, he's been taken down. Chino's fallen too. It's Tayson with the comeback. Prodoxy trying to see if he can lock it down for his team. But Tayson determined to remove Prodoxy's
Ooh.
disaster strikes. Prodoxy's trio fully down and out for the count. And Tayson
Dude.
has claimed the area.
Already one of our contested fights, 1-0.
What?
And do you see this already? They're already not landing at Dystopia City. Everybody was talking about it. They heard the rumors. I kept my ears to the streets all week long to figure out what their game plan was. And scrims leading up to this weren't necessarily netting the best results. And now you see them already over towards Foxy Floodgates. And what this does not only affect Visuals, Braids, and Minish. This also affects Agers, Acorn, and Pollo. This is the team. They typically trade off Surge into the distance. Now they're already disrupting the game plan.
Not the only ones. Vano, Flixie, Vico. They've got Vise in their sights, completely tackling all opposition here at Canyon Crossing. Vise doing what he can.
Early fight, Moon. Vico gets them, bro.
Too many players to overcome.
Oh, nice.
Breaks right through. And that's going to be the first knock. Another elimination tallied up here for Vico, Veno, and Flixie. Coyote.
Dude, that was good game.
Survivor of this exchange.
And Coyote has pulled out a ton of tricks throughout his career, both online and in global events just like this. But early on in game number one, he's already being forced.
They know Kanata is there, bro.
Tricks. He has to disengage, stay alive a little bit longer, and try to have a chance back. But you hear the crowd in the background, Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache, uncontested at the hive. And some are looking at this, could be one of the best POIs. You get the experience for your OXR rank, the medallion, the mythic weapons, a lot of extra heals at the POI itself, and then the elevation. Kelly and Mini Miner were breaking it down so that way they can start to build that base early and accumulate the Storm Surge, so that way later on in the game they can easily start to rotate around.
And most importantly of all, they're uncontested here at Hive. Whether that stays true throughout the course of this weekend, well, that'll be determined by how things develop. But
Yo, Peterbot's approaching, bro.
caught up in a little bit of battle processing at the start of this match. Dystopia City heating up. Epic Whale, Paper, Victor V. They made it very clear they had zero intentions of ever leaving this POI. So Tay-Tay, Raito, Razzle, they're going to have to force some sort of a conclusion to this exchange before the third parties start to trickle in.
Yeah, and it's not just Cold and his trio that are overall.
His face says it is scared, bro. His face says everything.
At the bottom of your mini map, they can easily try to rotate towards the north, disrupt what's going on. So that's going to be one of the key aspects to a fight like this.
His face says he's scared, bro.
From Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual, they're ready to take advantage no matter what happens here, no matter who comes out on top. It's going to be them, but Tay-Tay takes a big shot. Epic Whale, the 6-time FNCS champion, dealing a massive amount of damage.
Tay-Tay down to his last little bits of HP though. Epic Whale, he's gonna have to take a moment to also get some relief. Paper, nice supportive fire, and that's a big elimination cleanup onto Tay-Tay. But now, Cold, Ritual, they're starting to close in. They're interested in everything that Raito has to offer. And
Oh, wow.
the first knock here for Cold, an immediate elimination, but they've already signaled to Epic Whale, Paper, and Victor B that they've got company. Shields are cracked. Peterbot's not letting anybody escape his sights. Peterbot's aim is just notoriously strong, and he is chasing them full on key with those crash pads. He might be able to make it before they can pull up the double revive. He's challenging the wall. Victor B trying to do what he can to defend.
Oh, Peterbot's down.
Ritual! They don't need this. They don't want this. They're looking to see if they can still clean up the exchange, but without Peterbot, they're going to be forced to temporarily retreat.
Oh my God.
Almost exactly how it was playing in some of those practice games. But this time, Paper, Epic Whale, and Victor B, they're being the aggressors in some of these situations. They try to disengage. Epic Whale goes
Damn,
down.
Mike.
Victor B does
Peter being COCKY, man. Peterbot, as always, he's been COCKY.
stage, clutch after clutch when his team went down through 4 different drop spots. But now the foot has been turned. Cold and Ritual now need to start to think in and outside of the box.
Look at how he drops.
Back. This is exactly what Victor V did from the revive to
Victor V was sitting for him. Victor V was fully camping for him, bro.
Victor V doing exactly what he needs to, showcasing what kind of fragger he is. But Atris, Tayson, in a spot of trouble here. Couple of splashes. Gonna ensure that Chicho is still good to go. But Chicho, he needs an opportunity here for his team to provide a little bit more backup. FKS tries to apply pressure from a separate angle. Halad, Hero, also looking to see if they can get some good aggressive fire through. But things are just picking up at Rangers Ruin. And Tayson going to be able to pull things out to a little bit of a standstill now. Chicho, Atris, Tayson, they might not actually have to force this battle.
Yeah, it seems like they're overall just kind of prioritizing trying to get as much surge as possible. You see their material count relatively low in comparison to after winning that spawn fight. You'd think they'd try to get as much resources as possible, but they know when it comes to Storm Surge, it's essentially currency. It essentially allows you to freely rotate around the map versus other teams that might have to slowly rotate, sit in their surge.
Peter is back. Peter is back.
And figure out what they're going to do. But you see, they figured it out quick for Cold and Ritual. They already get the reboot back on up, and they're ready to play this one out because they're making way on over to Foxy already.
Still a really big wake-up call, though, for this trio. They have got to be careful.
Peter needs to be careful, bro. Peter needs to be careful.
At finding those eliminations, and they're not the only ones. Boyo chasing down Razzle, Agers, and Acorn right behind them. These guys just staying so tight-knit and rolling through this map. They're fairly looted up at this point too, Jacob. It just looks like Surge is all theirs to control.
Yeah, you can kind of see the crash pads, no audio. Razzle didn't even hear or see it coming.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, Mike, done.
One from Dystopia City is down and out. But fight after fight, Ark, I did see it in the feed. He already got one elimination, and I was talking to them a bunch. You know, me being an NA West fan, this was their game plan all along. Contested or not, they're going to push either toward the north or the south. They feel like these teams are easy to fight, and already that confidence continues.
Yo, Junebug, thank you so much for your follow, man.
Slow these down just a little bit, and monster shot to take down the shield of Salgo. But Ark and School, the IGL and the Fragger, they're still there. They're holding the walls and making sure nobody can get out of this one.
I mean, being honest, Ark's been running it all week long inside of the scrim lobbies, inside of the practice room. He is more than content to take up a box fight with anybody, and especially if he's got his teammates right next to him. You can see the confidence from the NA West boys, but Oshi still doing their best to hold their own despite being down a player, it doesn't seem to be deterring them. They know they can't really leave this area because they're likely to be third party. They've got to just find a way to delay and hope that they have that little bit of a saving grace from another team entering the exchange.
Uh-oh, I see somebody rotating relatively close. They said, hey, where's our invitation? We want to join this party. We want to figure out how we need to approach this situation. And they're lurking
Dude, this is gonna be...
underneath. So it's gonna be
What's up, A004120? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. What's up, Neil? Did you do the giveaway already? The bot is down. Botrix is down.
When you try to hold your ground like this, that's for them a sign of weakness.
No giveaways today.
Put that pressure down. If you look at their material,
We'll do point giveaways, but not giveaways.
disengage out of this fight. They can wait as long as they want because in essence, they're just denying.
Try exclamation spin. It's not working.
Denying the chance to get that reboot back.
But it might not be as prime as what it initially appeared. Not with Queasy hovering in the distance. You can see they got a little bit of elevation to work with too. They're bound to take notice of what's going down. Elsewhere across the map though, south of Hive, King, PA's in, Phaser getting braggy up against Scarpa and Way.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be an easy cleanup there for King.
Easy cleanup, man. Yeah.
Really good about that aggressive start.
Now over towards Supernova.
Custom commands are not working. Mike, alerts are not working. Custom commands are not working. I raised a ticket with Botrix also, but no one's answered yet.
They've run into trouble. There's a speed bump in their plan. That's Reed, Cooper, and Curly. And he was very vocal. Reed was. He said, hey, we understand what's going on around the lobby. We just got to make some things happen. They have 2 early eliminations. That comes with Storm Surge itself.
Your choice, Neil.
To rotate through so many other teams' loop paths and pathways.
There's also just so much confidence behind.
You can always open 2 tabs, lurk there, and watch here, and chat here.
It's bound to just have
Your
that
choice, though.
down effect to his teammates. Not to say that Cooper and Curly aren't clearly thinking of themselves in the same way, but it is a huge positive. But every single time this weekend, Jacob, that we see the Gentlemates, Malibuka, Ping, loading across the screen here, just waiting to find their reposition opportunity. That sole elimination on Malibuka right now, but tailing just behind Yapko, Panzer, and
You can lurk there and chat here. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
if they don't realize what's coming up behind them.
Yeah, there's no audio visuals that far away, so they're just going to try to get some easy surge. You see the launch pads coming out. That's a huge signal. Seti and Panzer have to kind of second guess if they want to go for it, because Yapko's just getting beam targeted out of the sky. Just 1 shot left is all they need, but he possibly leaves that render distance and figures out a way.
Thank you for your follow, man.
Except the Seti and the Panzer, they not only building that to
First game.
but that coincidentally enough shielded their teammate Yapko for him to survive.
They fully protected their trio mate. That's just excellent team play, but pulling back, Baka, Pars, Pump, a little bit tangled up right now north of Supernova Academy. Saad, Snowy, and Ryu, though, arguably in a slightly worse position, but the intention is clear. These 2 teams very likely to clash here, Jacob. They could both definitely utilize Surge. We know just how high those numbers and that threshold can truly climb.
Yeah, and these are 2 teams. I think they land relatively close to one another, almost contesting each other even.
Yeah, I'll do it, Mike, I'll do it.
Kind of feeling each other out, fighting it out, but neither team kind of won that scenario, no matter if they won the fight or not. So they're trying to take a slower approach, but that means they're rotating parallel with the zone moving towards the north. Stay toward the dead side of it all and just try to make sure they have the best chances to survive what could be a very, very chaotic Storm Surge if it does deactivate. And that's why you're seeing so many teams taking that proactive approach to try to gain some elevation, some high ground, and even if it means fighting it out on the Surge base.
Hero, he knows Wixie is low. Nobody there to provide a little bit of backup either. That could be the first knock here. Hero with the big opening. FKS going to capitalize immediately, throws that body back into their box space control, and now FKS trying to make the approach from above. Just so aggressive though. Hero's gonna be forced to pull back just a
No,
little
it's
bit.
not above the camera, it's below the camera. The camera is clear. But I can switch it off if you guys want.
He can't escape from FKS. Aetherus
Yeah.
even getting a little bit more involved from a distance, and this is part of the problem with trying to take some of these extended box fights. You just got these teams from so far away beaming through your walls.
Yeah, just got yoinked away. but Kanata, Rapid, and Bulge. Kanata's perfection continues in terms of qualifying for every single FNCS Grand Finals in the history of FNCS. But I think they come in with a different energy this time around. If you remember a few years ago, contested against Malibuca and Thomas at the Global Championship, he just had a different mindset. He's like, I'm contested, it's not gonna go well. This time, he's confident. He says, hey, we're going to win. And the way they've been playing lately, they have as good a chance as anybody at taking that top spot.
A little bit of a sleeper, maybe under the radar team there, but Vanya, Mariez, Pixie, one of our major champion winners in EU, and now looking to see if they can extend their dominance across the global stage. Vanya, Mariez, Pixie, just steadily trying to creep up on the opposition, but thinking twice, recognizing
Got you.
a couple of the teams local to their area. They don't want to overextend here, but for Mariez,
Mike.
he's just waiting to see whether or not he can break out these floors from underneath Valor and
Mike.
doing a decent job to prevent Vanya, Pixie, and Mariez from an outright collapse.
Yeah, and they're just kind of playing as calculated as they can. We've seen a lot of these fights kind of not necessarily end as smoothly and as cleanly as some of these trios would expect, especially with so many third-party potential there. You know, we saw Atris just kind of yoink that elimination away early on in this game, and now Vanya just trying to target it after. He feels like he has him soloed out, dropping down a few layers, but he's able to catch himself and not let this pressure get to him too much. But they're in the zone, Taco, and that kind of depletes any opportunity from heal loss.
I followed in glitch over. You don't need to follow in glitch over.
Situation, but even if they win this here, they have to be careful. One team in front of them out of zone.
Follow us on Kick. KIC. Alex died. Alex died.
Towards the north of them. So this is not going to be as dead side or rotate as they think it will.
But the main thing that I'm noticing, Jacob, is that Vanya, Mariez, they're not carrying any white heals. So unless Pixie actually has something to work with, yeah, these guys are going to just have to get out of this position. They can't afford to keep tanking these early storm ticks. It's just not worth it. But
What up? I showed you something. You missed it.
not going to make it easy. Cole, Ritual, Peterbot, they might have just found Flixie.
Mike, stop.
And
Look.
Nano and Vico,
Look.
but for right now, Rangers Bruin, what seems like it might have been heating up, these guys are actually looking to kind of slow it down.
Yeah, and for, you know...
Get up, type. You need to be in Kick. KICK. Kick.
And look at this on the other side. Multiple minis, big pots, full health, almost max mats. And
The one you showed me, yeah.
have that information on one another, that is a great decision for them to kind of go their separate ways, because I would almost give that one up to Venno and his trio if that did fight it out. Continuing looking around, Cammy, how the eye drop all the way from the Shining Span Bridge. And honestly, even though they're on different teams, Seti, Cammy, I don't know if it would have been the same global championship without him, but Storm Surge finally showing its face, 602 damage above the threshold. As much as I want to feel confident, we know that can change in the blink of an eye.
Oh, easily, but Acorn and Agers, they might just be the ones to actually intervene here. They seemingly have favorable
What's up, Don?
Cammy, a little bit of pressure applied with the approach now. Malibuca, Ping, and Wox just trying to be wary. There is so much company in that area. It's very easy. Just one window edit for too long, you could easily be domed and taken down.
Uh-oh, 321 damage below the threshold. This is a two-time NA West champions. In Major 1, they won 6 out of 12 games.
Say again, exclamation kick. KICK. Kick.
It tends to do things to you, especially when the team is running away, but they're still hot on the hills. These are still the two teams rotating parallel to one another, but Baka, Pars, and Puck, they've now run out of options. Their hand is being forced, and they have to go in because Storm Surge will activate, and every 7 seconds they will take 25 damage.
But the worst part still, Saad not actually in the same position. His team relatively healthy for their surge, at least for right now, Jacob. Bars, Baka, Pump, they're going to take a moment to pause, but now with these storm ticks starting to break away at their shields, they're going to be forced to fight it. Baka already out of this battle. Pars shortly after, but now Saad, Snowy, Ryu, this is a huge come up. These guys just got a little loot bomber package delivered straight to their front door.
And I forgot to mention, if Storm Surge takes you down, you don't get knocked. You get straight eliminated back to the lobby, but I did see it in the feed. A couple of these guys kind of putting it all into the test. Cooper lands a great shot on the Valor. You see him dropping him down, trying to finish the fight. 1v3 situation. And he is just hitting haymaker after haymaker as he gets another knock in this situation. 319 above. Cooper with the 1v3.
Dude, Cooper is playing like a 1v3, bro.
Better time to clutch things up, but Cooper's still going to have to essentially play his life here. There are too many players that are going to prevent him from finding that breath of relief. 42 below even inside of that damage threshold for Surge. Jacob, it is so sad to see after what a phenomenal clutch he just pulled off, and with Wox, Malabuka, and Ping pressing behind him, that's going to be tough to actually survive.
Peter is sweating, bro. Peter is sweating.
To have to deal with playing the defensive here. Bold, Ritual, and Peterbot now looking to be on the move, but they're still just barely above this damage threshold. They're going to have to turn and fight eventually.
They're sitting on a teeter-totter right now when it comes to Storm Surge, and it's knocking them above, below, and it's essentially doing a little bit of mind games for a team like this. And you see his material count, 3 builds left. They almost have to go onto the next team they see, but it's Veno and his trio, it's Kanata and his trio. There's so many dangerous players all around. They're just happy that they're 73 above the damage threshold, waiting for the next zone, but they have to do something because everyone around them is being proactive. They see them out the weak team.
What's up, Phase 4?
They're targeting it over. Pole goes down. That's Kanata stealing away that elimination. Veno's gonna clean that one up, so points go to Kanata's team. Loot goes to Veno's.
EU on one side, Middle East on the other, and Ritual.
Whoa, Ritual's gone.
But not for much longer. Fully eliminated. That is a huge blow here in game 1. But Vico, Veno, Flixie, now they might have drawn the attention of the lobby. They're gonna take a moment to pause, replenish their shields. Halad and Hero still doing what they can, but they're lingering just outside. They're gonna have to still try and push past Tayson's trio, and that's gonna be hard to tunnel through because Jacob, with the way that the zone is pulling over resistance, so much water, so much exposure, teams are just burning through materials.
Yeah, this one's going to get messy. There's one lone team. I think they're a duo on the other side of that island already.
Yeah, I did not know, Mike. I opened up YouTube to find out this is like happening.
Here on this side of the zone.
I had no idea, Mike. I really do not have any idea, Mike. I'm so sorry about it, Mike.
If the zone goes south, that'll be a play that works out for you. But if it pulls north, if it pulls towards the east, that's when they're.
My apologies, man. I did not know, bro.
What's happening on height, though? Queasy, Mustache, and Swizzy. Can you think of anything different to ever take place in an end?
Bye-bye, Caleb.
Jacob, then seeing Queasy immediately try to challenge and take height for himself. You can already tell the gentlemen are going absolutely ballistic right now. Swizzy and Mustache just following through Queasy's commands here out of their IGL, but they've got the entire lobby in their sights. It's all about maintaining their positional control.
Oh, they actually found themselves 66 below, but you can see immediately with that minigun and some pre-edits, they're able to kind of take him down, grab that elimination. Loot and Storm Surge all being accumulated in a blink of an eye, kind of leaving Pixie and Marius by themselves. The good thing, though, is they're 568 damage above the threshold. The bad thing, though, their loadout, their material count, that one is not looking good. 5 bandages. Luckily, they don't have any HP missing yet, but they have a max pull all across the water to the other side of that island. It's not going to be easy for a single person in this game, but there goes Malabuka. Nice drop by the Hottie. He needs it, and he needs it now because he's barely above that damage threshold.
And that's the kind of refresh that Marius was hoping to find, but instead it's going to be all Malabuka. But no, he's going to actually be forced to keep charging forward. He doesn't even get a chance to try and collect.
Thanks, Devion.
Fortunately, he still has a good amount of material and just beaming a minute as he trails behind him. The Fizz Crash Pad combination just taking him so far, but when you're in this position, Jacob, as a solo over the water, you're just hoping out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you just got to take it one step at a time. You can't get too ahead of yourself, especially if you hear action going down around you. You got to use that as a distraction, try to get out. But Marius finds himself in a tough spot. Well above the damage threshold, and another elimination on the eye drop, but he is by himself as a solo with a rotation to make. Now he's just getting ticked away little by little. Talal is able to finally take him down. That's a big confidence boost for a team like that.
Of course, but Height has had a couple of developments here. Striker and Kadu, we saw them posturing a little bit earlier on before that last rotate. This next pool is going to send everyone packing, though. Reason Mr. Savage Chap definitely setting up a visual is actually going to be one of the first to try and move into the next position. Cisco Kaido Striker, though, right up above. Kanata, Rapid, and Bolts trying to see if they can be a threat. but if you're going to be in this height position, you've got to make sure that you are controlling, funneling players away from height, away from secondary height even. But with the crash pads in play, Jacob, that's going to be so difficult.
Yeah, you got to watch out too. Chicho, Riz, Tayson, they're underneath.
Mike,
They're probably having their eye on the high ground. Cisco's trying to put good damage onto King. Phaser